Hello, thanks for tuning in to the NJCAA Network. I'm Zach McKinstry, and today we reveal the 20 teams heading to Spartanburg, South Carolina for our 2024 NJCAA Division II Softball World Series. Double elimination tournament played from May 20th to the 23rd, and with 4 at-large teams this year, here's how the bracket looks, with the bottom 6 teams having to play their way into their first round matchups. So the 16 seed and 17 seed will play each other for the right to play the number 1 seed. Then beneath them, the 13 and 20 seed will play. On the other side of the bracket, the 14 and 19 seed will play, and the 15 and 18 will play to open up the bracket. And then here's how the rest of the bracket will look with all the games on the NJCAA Network, again from May 20th to the 23rd. Without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and dive into the rankings, starting with the number 1 overall seed in this tournament. To no surprise, it is Parkland. The Cobras get the top spot this year after a 57-win season and a Central District Championship. Parkland was in the number 1 spot in every D2 poll this year and have been dominant in the circle, holding opponents to a shocking 156 batting average against. They'll play the winner of the 16 and 17 seed, starting with the 16 seed, Potomac State. It's the 3rd straight tournament appearance for the Catamounts, who belted 75 home runs in 47 games, good enough for 9th in Division II. Sophomore Alexa Shoemaker is responsible for 14 of them, driving in 72 runs for Potomac State this season. They'll play the 17 seed, Macomb. The Monarchs closed this season strong, winning 11 straight and a district title. Allison Vogt has provided a big spark in her return from injury, notching 12 straight winning decisions, but will have a tall task against the hot-hitting Catamounts. Moving along, it's the 8 and 9 matchup, starting with the 8 seed, Des Moines area. Speaking of good pitching, the Bears have some great arms as they make their 10th consecutive World Series appearance. After a 3rd place finish last year, DMAC has won 19 nationally ranked games this season, while leading the nation in strikeouts in the circle. They'll face a 50-win team, though, as the 9 seed is St. John's River State. The Vikings are headed to Spartanburg after grinding out some close wins in the South District Championship. After losing early in the tournament, St. John's River State had to be perfect, and they were, winning 5 straight games, including a down-to-the-wire 3-2 victory over Marion Military. Moving along, it's the 5 and the 12 seed, starting with Lewisburg. Make it 5 straight years for the Hurricanes as they return to Spartanburg as the 5 seed. Lewisburg comes into the tournament winning 13 straight after battling injuries at the start of the year, and now they have things clicking, hitting 135 home runs in 58 games. They'll play the 12 seed, Bryant and Stratton of Wisconsin. It's the 2nd time in the program's history that the Bobcats have made the national tournament, thanks to earning the Midwest B District crown. The 17 shutouts by Bryant and Stratton, Wisconsin is 4th most in D2, and they'll look to that pitching against a good Lewisburg team. We go to the 4 seed. It will be Jones. Out of Mississippi, Jones gets the 4 seed. Last year's runner-up loves the long ball, with 5 players having hit 10 or more this season. Led by Jaden Sawyer, who has 28, leading Division II and tying a Jones school record. They'll play the winner of the 13 and 20 seed. The 13 seed is Rock Valley. The Golden Eagles continue to prove their talent at the D2 level since making the jump from D3. It was a rough start to the season for Rock Valley, but they've closed on a 28 and 3 run and make it to the national tournament in D2 for the 2nd straight year. The 20 seed is Lake Michigan. For the first time ever, Lake Michigan is headed to the national tournament. The Red Hawks won 12 straight en route to a Great Lakes District B title, beating Mott in a tight game 3-1. They'll play Rock Valley, and now we move to the 3 seed. It is Murray State. The Aggies used a 55-win season to catapult them to the 3 seed in their 4th straight national tournament appearance. As a team, they led every batting percentage in D2, hitting .426 as a team in their 61 games. They have 5 regular starters hitting over .450, so look for them to slug their way through this tournament. They'll start with the winner of the 14 or 19 game. The 14 seed is Fort Scott. It was the best season in school history for the Greyhounds, who rattled off 36 wins and a Jayhawk championship. Fort Scott won 5 straight games by 3 runs or less to close out the season, which could prove important in the D2 World Series. They'll play the 19 seed in the opening round, Bryant and Stratton of Virginia. The Bobcats needed a decisive Game 3 in the Atlantic B District Championship to punch their ticket and become the second Bryant and Stratton school in this field. This is a team that likes to run, finishing with 172 stolen bases on the season. Down to the 6th seed, make it 9 appearances in a row for Kirkwood. The Eagles search for their first title. They put together 12 ranked wins this year, ending the year on a 36-3 run. They will play the first at-large team announced in this bracket, the 11 seed East Central. For the first time since 2015, the Warriors returned to the national tournament after a strong run in Region 23, knocked out Pearl River, and fell just short against Jones. Coach Leigh White has her side battle-tested in Mississippi, finishing 36-15 with clutch wins down the stretch. On to the 7 seed, it is Phoenix. The historic powerhouse Bears are in as 10 times national champions, but they'll battle with a 7 seed this year. The Region 1 district champs have a long trip to Spartanburg, but under head coach Heinz Mueller have the championship pedigree to make a run. They'll play the 10 seed Johnson County, our second at-large bid. They finished 44-10 with half of those losses to D1 opponents. The Cavaliers were 9-1 in 10 games against top 20 teams and will earn the 10 seed despite falling short of Fort Scott in the Region 6 championship game to make their first appearance since 2019. Off to the 2 seed, Copiah Lincoln. The Wolves are in as the 2 seed after ending the year 42-5 to get the Gulf B district title. Colin has one of the more electric duos in the sport, with sophomores Madison Moak and Abby Grace Richardson combining for 33 home runs and 111 RBIs. That sets up the final matchup in our bracket with 2 at-large seeds still remaining. The first is the 15 seed, Central Alabama. The Trojans are in after finishing 28-4 in conference play, and top 10 in a number of offensive categories across Division II. Morgan Brewer is a really talented freshman to look out for, driving in 89 RBIs this season on 17 home runs. They will play the final team headed to Spartanburg for this year's tournament. The 18 seed is St. Louis. The Archers make their first appearance since 2021. They won the Region 16 tournament, rallied back from an early loss at the Central District tournament, and gave number 1 Parkland a run for their money in a 4-3 thriller. Congratulations to St. Louis and to all the at-large teams. Let's take a look at the tournament filled out. Once again, the opening round will be 16 and 17 seed Potomac State and Macomb will play each other. Then number 13 Rock Valley against number 20 Lake Michigan. Fort Scott will play number 19 Bryant and Stratton of Virginia. And then at the bottom, Central Alabama and St. Louis, 2 at-large bids, will battle in the opening round. And here's how the rest of the bracket looks. The number 1 seed Parkland up top. Des Moines area and St. John's River State, that should be a fun matchup as the 8 and the 9. Lewisburg and Bryant and Stratton of Wisconsin, the 5 and 12. Jones is the 4 seed, Murray State the 3 seed. Beneath them, the 6 seed Kirkwood and the 11 seed East Central. The 7 seed Phoenix will play the 10 seed Johnson County, and then the 2 seed is Copiah Lincoln. And a reminder, those tournament games to be played from May 20th to the 23rd in Spartanburg, South Carolina, Tiger River Park, and we are excited to see you there. Congratulations to all the teams that made it. These games will be on the NJCAA Network starting on May the 20th, and be sure to tune in for some great softball action. Thanks everybody today. Congratulations to those teams and looking forward to this tournament. I'm Zach McKinstry, and we will see you next time.